Good evening and welcome everybody. This is Obi-Wan Piz for N-Simplix Pachinko. We are going to be playing against the storm again. Please, goodness, don't let me stay up for 5 hours. Yeah, the time is currently 10:51, so if I'm up for 5 hours, that's going to be 4 a.m., which has happened before. Okay, so we are on, I don't remember exactly which setup we're on. I think this is day, or colony 2 or 3, settlement 2 or 3 on this particular run. We decided to go kind of westish and try to see if we could hunt down some of the interesting events that were up that way. A couple of which we could see, and most of which we could not. So, for right now, we're going to do a... No, we're going to wait on that, because we're going to check our buildings. Weird. Okay, so we're going to take the full foragers camp. I know we won't necessarily need it, but we do have the grain, or sorry, we have the vegetables, like, right there. And, it also offers us grain and roots at level 2, so it's pretty nice. We can't do farms, right? And I don't know if we're going to have any farm fields available, but we'll see how it goes. Granary can make pickled goods, increases fabric to level 2, and increases packs of crops. Lumber mill is going to be an absolute necessity. We have level 3 planks, level 1 scrolls, and packs of trade goods. Can use storm... Well, we're not doing that yet. I really do love having the kiln. Alright, we'll do the kiln for now. And do we want the flower scrolls paste? We don't have any harpies yet, but we do have harpies unlocked. Ale incense and pickled goods at the distillery. And biscuits, mine, pottery at the bakery. Okay, we're starting to get into the point where we're like getting our people more interested and comforted. So like some of the basic stuff we can get pretty easily. I don't actually know how to make pickled goods. I mean, I do, but right, ale's gonna be some sort of either grain or other foodstuffs, and like barrels and stuff like that. Incense, we did this before. Pickled goods, I really don't know how. Okay, let's do the distillery for now. Then we're going to take the... Oops, right. We're going to take the full foragers camp. I know that it probably doesn't need it. It's a little big, but for now, this is going to be fairly helpful. We'll take the path that goes... No, come on. Hate it when it does that. Yeah, my mouse just decides to click whenever it wants. And then we go this way across as well. And here. No, I don't think we have stone, at least not really. Yeah, we got 30, but we're going to hang on to that. Let's see, we're going to take 2 humans to do gathering here. We'll also do, there's a stone cutters that can be built here. And put the crude workstation there. And put the woodcutter's camp. Which way do we want to go? Generally speaking. So, wow, there's a lot of small ones right here. That's interesting. Let's go kind of diagonal at this. Let's go there for now. And then we'll assign 3... Nope. We'll assign 1 beaverkin there. Only mark trees, and then we'll mark in here. So, like, everything to get to that small one. And we'll see where it goes from there. Alright, so these don't have anything to build yet. Hey, famished. No, not a 5-hour stream. Starting at almost 11 o'clock. So not really, at least that I know of. Timberborn's like almost exclusively beaverkin. Here we have the beaverkin who are really good at woodworking, and also have bonuses to engineering. And then we have the humans who have bonuses to farming and brewing. We have lizard folk who are really good at keeping, keeping morale up. Our beaverkin also reduce the consumption of the fire in the hearth. You have to keep the hearth lit, otherwise everybody gets depressed and starts leaving. Berry Basket's Woodcutter's Song. Global resolve increased by 3 for 120 seconds every time you fell 20 trees. Pretty good. Gain +1 production yields for all packs of goods. I'm going to do that one because we're not going to be doing it quite yet, but as we start going, I've like heavily specialized in mercantilism on, well, last run especially, but this run I think I can do it again. So with mercantilism, I think we're going to go for the export specialization. Right, so the lizard folk do really well with meat collection and anything to do with warmth, which includes like working in the kiln, working in a bakery, like all that stuff. It just makes them happy working in warm environments. The beaver species, beaverkin, are happy when they're doing engineering, but they're really good at woodworking. Humans are really good at farming, but are really happy when they're doing brewing. And there's a harpy species who are really good at alchemy, but are really happy when they're doing like spiritual stuff, I think. I could be wrong. We're going to increase the usage of coal and sea marrow to be prioritized, and then oil and then wood is going to be lowest priority. So these burn through a single unit of these things in that amount of time. So with a beaverkin hooked into it, right, we're going to get 1 coal lasting us 52 seconds, Whereas I think with anybody else, it lasts 45 seconds. I think that was it. It said 20, so 20%. Yeah, give or take. So that's the other thing, is that you get a lot of different people as the game progresses, so you don't have to really choose. You could just be like, I'm gonna, you know, get a whole bunch of people and have like a whole bunch of people. Hang on. Right, so they're walking straight from there to there, so we're definitely making that path. Huh? Okay, and then we get orders. So these are the Queen's orders. She tells us that we can either raise the stakes, complete trade routes with multipliers. So complete one trade route with an offer multiplier of 2 or higher. So what we do is we make packs of goods, and then we sell them on the open market. And you can, anytime a town on your trade route offers a trade, you can then increase that to higher multipliers and say, hey, why not do like triple that order? And you offer 3 times as many goods, you get 3 times the rewards. It usually takes about a minute to pack up everything and then send it on its way, and you immediately get rewarded after that. You know what, Famished? This like tickles both parts of my brain, which really like Civ games and Age of Empires type games. So like the real time and the turn based, it's kind of getting me in both ways. So I would say be careful. Reinforced saw blades is really good, especially early on in the game. Here, insect lure, we don't actually have any usage for insects at the moment, but later on we definitely will. This will also net us 2 people and 30 stone, which might be super important. We already have a forager's camp, and all we need to do is deliver 15 vegetables, of which we already have 6. So like this is going to be fast to get. The insect lure is going to be useful once we get lizard folk, and you know, they might be in this random draw of 2 people, or they might be in the next group of villagers who come out to our area. So the basic idea of the whole game is that you are part of a society that's in sort of medieval high fantasy. There is a magical storm which happens once every, I think it's like 6 years or something like that. Or, no, once every like 30 years. And then you go and build your town in a settlement and like move to the next space on a hex grid. So there's a big hex grid. You get to choose where to move. Place your settlement down. It gets bonuses, perks, etc. based on where you place it and what biome it's going to be in. And then there's events, which are like cool little things that happen based on the stuff that's around you. Right, we're going to do that one because we're almost done with it already. 20 oil is really tempting, though, to keep the fire going, because we do sometimes run really low on fuel. Get human resolve up to 20. It is currently at 15. If we do that, we get 2 humans, a box of grain, and parts, which are useful to build stuff. Or complete any 2 glade events. That is super easy. It's going to happen anyway. We get a box of planks, 6 tools, and 3 new people. I think we're going to take that one. Raising the stakes, same thing as before. Here, Harvester's Camp and Stonecutter. We already have a Stonecutter's Camp up. And next question, do we have a Harvester Camp available at the moment? Yes. So, at the moment, I also believe we have no use for this. Yep. So that's actually a good one to pick, because we can get it super easy. 15 reed, 15 clay are very useful things. This is going to require us to get trade routes going, which can take a little while, but getting the +1 on the reinforced saw blades as a permanent effect. So, like, yeah, I think we're going to go that way. Alright, so then we get 2 more of these objectives in 10.5 minutes. We get 3 more in 22.5 minutes, 2 more in 34.5 minutes, and 2 more after that in 46.5 minutes. As we continue the game, the queen gets impatient as you are not doing things, as you are not completing objectives. In order to complete once you complete your objectives, you get reputation points, which then also reduce the queen's impatience. So that works on both ends. It reduces the queen's impatience, and also it increases your rep. Once your rep makes maximum, usually that's the end of the game. And by game, I mean like your settlement. You're done with that settlement. Every time you do really well in a settlement, you get bonus food stores, which go back to the city at the end of the loop. So you do I think I'm currently up to a 40-day loop. So I can build as many settlements, 40 year. You can build as many settlements as you can build in 40 years. And then once you reach the end of that 40 years, the storm comes and wipes out the entire map and re-randomizes everything. And then you start over. But now you've got food stores, which help get you special bonuses in the Citadel, the city. And so it's a roguelike on top of all the other great things that this is. It's also a roguelike/roguelite, whatever the proper term for it is. I never remember. We're also out of parts. That's fun. Okay. That's unfortunate, but it's alright. Alright, how are we doing down here? We got 8 wood. That's going to be the last of it. And, oh, no, okay. We've got 12 parts, but there we go. So 15 total still remained. 12 are currently in store, and 3 are currently in the building that needs to be built. Okay, we're going to increase plank and brick as like the 2 things we really need. We're going to take out pipes because we don't need pipes. And we also don't have copper or crystallized dew, so we're not going to bother. Alright, stonecutters is up, which allows us to get clay. Clay also gives us a chance to additionally gain copper and roots. So like, all this is really helpful. Gatherers bring back twice the amount of secondary resources when gathering from collection nodes. So our vegetables here have 100% chance every time that they gather, they're going to collect vegetables. And they have a 30% chance of collecting insects, which can be used for a lot of different things. And humans have a proficiency, what's the 10% chance of doubling their yield. So they can end up gaining 2 vegetables at once, and I think that also means that they get a double roll on the secondary resources. I could be wrong about that, but if it isn't, then they get a 30% chance of collecting insects, and if they do, that means that we can make a Punnett square. And their chance of collecting, what's going to be their chance of collecting each, right? Their chance of collecting none is going to be 9%. Chance of collecting 2 is also going to be 9%. So that should leave us with the other. 30 times 70 is going to be 21, double to 42. No. Okay. Never mind, I did it wrong. Oh, yeah, right. 30-30 for collection. 70-70 for not collection. So there's a 49% chance of getting none. No insects. There's a 42% chance of getting 1 insect. Pause. And there's a 9% chance of getting 2 insects. Alright, sea marrow is a super helpful fuel. So we can send over... no. We can send over a stonecutter. Yeah, we can send over the stonecutter camp. So instead of clay, this will gather sea marrow. Because sea marrow is so much more important at this stage in the game. We need to collect as much fuel as possible in order to maintain our hearth. Flax field using harvesters is also good, so... Okay. Did I take that one? No. Okay. I think it was the alternate to that. We also need then... trading post. This can actually be like way out of the way. It doesn't have to be anywhere in particular. 10 wood. And we've got 59, so plenty to spare there. Okay, so the glade here is going to be open. Take out those and leave these, and then we're also going to say I want you to cut down those trees over there. Alright, that's going to get us this path, and also that path over there to get into this glade. We also probably want to pop into this dangerous node pretty soon. They do have negative consequences, but at the same time they're going to offer us more rewards, which can also be like a brand new building. Usually it does require us to do something potentially hazardous. What was the thing I wanted to build? It's fine. It's fine. Okay, so we need packs of provisions and either tools or cloaks if we want to go to Smoldering City. Dewport was our last city that we built, so we need 8 fish or 1 part and 2 packs of provisions. We could do something like that, which would then get us the thing we need. And then we'd need 4 packs of provisions rather than bumping this up by doing 2. Right now we don't have any tools, and... Nope, there, just got that one. This one's only going to give us 6, so like, losing tools is not super great idea, because we need them fairly quickly. Alright, so that gets us a reputation point. It drops our hostility by 1, We've got the insect lure. It gave us 30 stone, and we got 2 new villagers who are... looks like both beaverkin. So that's really good news for stone or wood cutting. She can get replaced by beaverkin. No offense, lady. Alright, she's on break. Oh. Alright, he's... the other one's taking care of the fire, so we'll let him take care of the fire. Send a human to do the sea marrow. Right. We've just gained another special building. Right now we have a source of vegetables and grain from the harvester or gatherer, but it may not be particularly useful. We have the trapper's camp and the fishing hut, neither of which have a node right here, so it doesn't seem like that's useful either. But trapper's camp will allow us to get meat and eggs once we find something. We are very likely to find the large, like snail-like creatures in here. So we'll go for the trappers and see what we get. Let's move to here. Storm's just about upon us. This is a temporary storm, not the horrible permanent one at the end. Okay, we've got 1 node left. It's got 14 charges. So we've got to get into some of these glades and figure out if there's something that we can do gathering with. We'll take 1 of the humans to do planks. Pause. Cool. So we just got dewberry, which will help with the forager's camp. And we also got fertile soil, so we can put a farmer plantation. We have none. So at the moment we don't have one. The next time we get the opportunity to ask for a farm or a plantation, we can do that. Makeshift post will get the packs of goods, so we want this to be in here. Oh, we need housing. Yeah. Ooh, big shelter. Okay, I'd still rather build regular shelters. Won't satisfy the need for housing because their need for housing is species specific. This is like their need for basic housing. So if we put in a 4th, because we're going to get new people fairly soon. Yeah, it's not here yet, but and then yeah, as soon as we do 2 events in the glades, we can get that. Here's one. So we can either break open the chests that are here to get bundles of herbs and 1 ancient tablet, which I like, or we can use tools, which we currently don't have, to get a half reputation point and 10 amber, which is good as a trade good. So that's like the amber is kind of the currency of the game. It's fairly useful to have just a bunch on hand, but we're going to get some from trade routes. So we're going to break open using stone, tell her to go investigate, and not worry about the rest of it for just now. Okay, resolve is dropping pretty harshly, but we're alright at the moment. Okay, she's going to take 1 minute to break that. This woodcutter's camp can move, I'd say back here. Take that out. Like I said, open it up into the dangerous glade here. It will contain a threat, but there is something that's going to be better. Like, take your stuff with you if you're gonna go back to the thing. Jeez. Alright, halfway on that last one. This one doesn't hold your hand very much, so it's fine. It's just kind of, it can be rather difficult. If you're used to that, then awesome. Okay. So it sets aside the 5 automatically as soon as she goes and drops it off. It's like those 5 are intended to be mine, so they're set aside. Interesting. Let's see. We've got a trading post. Okay, so that one's grayed out because we don't need another one. Family gratitude. Get 40 water skins for every full reputation point obtained through high resolve. No. Cooking steam. If you leave rainwater for a while, it will begin to release a pleasant and warm vapor. Food production speed increased by 15% every 50 units of drizzle water stored. Don't have any. Frequent caravans. Impatience grows 30% slower for 180 seconds every time you finish a trade route. I'm planning on doing a lot of trade routes, so this is actually very useful. Not that I'm so worried about impatience. Okay, I think we should be able. Okay, do limit 10. Oh wait, 11. And 21. Use clay. Sure. Alternative, none. Cool. Newcomers. 1 tool, 5 roots, 10 herbs, or 6 fabric with 3 people versus 2 people. I'm going to go with the 3 for now just because we need more people. Yes, it does burn more food as we get through this, but it's alright. And we have skewers, which is good for lizardkin. So he's going to burn through those pretty quick. So yeah, let's do kiln. Kiln here. And distillery here. We want these to be close to the resource management. So currently we have this big giant warehouse that's pointing, you see the arrows, down to the distillery. So that's where it's going to be getting most of its goods from. We're going to prioritize housing. So like a control click or something like that. Shift, yeah. So if I shift click here, that one's now a 2 as well. Okay, excellent. Okay, 20 and 1. Down to 2 charges. As soon as that gets picked up, we're moving them up to get the berries. In the glade up there. Okay, currently we got a 20% bonus. Pragmatic frugality, right, that's the hearth. Gift of the Woodlands. Trees give out more wood. Gain 5 clearance water for every 10 drizzle water gathered, so we don't have a rain collector, but we really should. Collector. Get this thing going. Like. Fast like. Okay, this has no more. Move it to here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Is that not it? Oh no, it's an herbalist camp. Damn. Okay, this means that we're gonna bail. Deactivate, send them. Go do other stuff. Here. Right, so Hilda is now here. We would like to buy a lot of stuff, but we don't have the money. So these are our goods here that we can sell that she would be interested in. 8 amber for pretty much anything is really good. Mold supply for grain production. Steel shovels for clay production. Archaeological tools. Every time you discover a new glade, gain 20 pottery. That's really good. Unfortunately, again, we don't have that kind of money. But let's just look at it real quick. Yeah, we're like halfway there if we give up most of our insect and wood stores. Again, terrible idea. Oof. Resin can go for 2. Don't want to give up any bricks. Eggs, herbs, and vegetables. No. No, hang on. Right click. There we go. This is terrible. I'll get it next time around. So, might be interested in fish and mushrooms. We're getting berries. We don't. No, we can't get berries yet. We'll wait. Okay, so they've changed orders. They want 5 fabric and 2 packs of provisions. Here, these guys want 1 luxury good and 1 pack of provisions. That's alright. Here, we can actually afford to do 2 if we went with 4 packs of provisions. And realistically, we want to kind of get that going. What's this? Oh, clay. Okay, so we've got 1 glade event, which was cutting into the glade and finding treasure there. So we broke into the treasure. That gets us 1. We need 1 more to get that stuff. And then here, again, multiplier 2 or higher. It's not packs. This one's packs. Yeah. This. 13. So we're not going to do any of the other ones yet. Here, right, pick new ones. House 16 people? Yep. And deliver 10 trade goods and 10 provisions to this particular thing. Gets us pack production again. All goods 33% faster, and we gain 30 leather. Or we can wait until the next people arrive, whenever that is. I think they're already here. And we might be able to get 2 more villagers, 4 parts, and 30 fish. I think I'm going to go that way. This one's permanent. It's nice. It would increase export specialization to another level, so you get another +1, which is really helpful, especially if we're going with the goods. But at the same time, right, we would need a smithy, scribe, or lumber mill to get trade goods, and we have none of those. Like, we can't even make them yet, so we'd have to wait on that. No, that's literally what you'd get to finish the previous choice in order to get the next one. Alright. 9 minutes for newcomers. That's incense for humans at the temple, monastery, and tea doctor. Right, so pickled goods are actually going to be a priority. And ale. We're going to need pottery. Or any of the other 2, but I think pottery's going to be our winner. And here we don't have grain or roots, so that's not really super helpful, but that's going to be... Let's just do 11 for now. Get a human to do that one. Not quite completed, but it is there. Just isn't 100%. Currently being worked on. Okay. Again, we don't have a farm. We don't have... What is that? Herbalist. Okay, we can build the herbalist. That's easy enough. Kiln, right? Helpful. Ah, bricks. Take them out of here. Lizard folk like working here. 21. And jerky. That would be at 11. Insects for now is all we got. Rainwater collection, nice. Occasionally the recipes have rainwater in them, so we can use that as like some sort of, not fuel, but there are some of these which allow us to do something special with it. Nothing here. I think herbalist might be harpies is the specialty or liking. Oop. Okay. Jump the gun on that one. There it is. Okay. Fuming machinery. Old rainpunk machinery left unsupervised. If left unsupervised for 14 minutes and 36 seconds, it will discharge. Everything within range will be destroyed, including trees, villagers, and gathering nodes. If they're within 5, if that timer goes off. We will not allow that timer to go off. We will bring fabric, and we can use drizzle water to tear this thing down and gain box of crystallized dew, copper bars, and copper ore. If we fix it using containers, which we don't have, and tools, which we don't have but could use wildfire essence or parts, then we get an aesthetic item. It extracts moisture from the soil around it, converts it to 10 clearance water per minute. Really nice. However, we do already have a rain collector, so like, we'll get the lone beaverkin on this. There's also a haunted cellar. This building is haunted by evil spirits. They are protecting it because it's one of a kind. It can either be rebuilt or destroyed. Specialization, forest proficiency. We don't have anybody of that kind. We can cleanse it with, well, at the moment, resin is the only thing we have. Horrific phantoms appear before the villagers. Get -3 to global resolve, so everybody's happiness points for every 60 seconds. I don't think that stacks. I think it's just that like it's a renewing event. Could stack. We could get a flawless cellar, which gets us wine, pickled goods, packs of provisions. I really like that, but the other option is burn it down using something flammable, so sea marrow in this case. And we get 20 roots and 10 packs of provisions, which we could really use as well. But I think we're going to go here. Let's take everybody off this one. Put them all in here to make this go fast. So we're going to cleanse this thing and get ourselves a flawless cellar for free. I mean, essentially for free. It's going to take us 1 minute 20 seconds, so we should get 2 frightening visions. Worst case scenario, it's a -6 to global resolve. Best case scenario, It's just a -3 that renews itself. And away we go. Currently in clearance. How are we doing over here? Cool, cool, cool. Scouts idle. Fuming machinery. Why are you idle? Why are you idle? Investigate? Apparently I selected the thing, but didn't actually... That's weird. Root node gathering. This thing. And they are large nodes, so we had to have the larger gathering station for this. Excellent. Alright, whenever they have time, they can figure that out. Global resolve. Have all the fabric working on water. Copperfin trout pond, useful. Don't have a fishing hut. We can make the yeah, we can make a small fishing hut, but this is a large node, so we can't use the small fishing hut. Have to use the big one. Right, same thing here. +1 to every resin production, basket of biscuits, and basket of flour. I think we're also going to break that open. Oh, and we did it. This one's good. So we can produce wine, pickled goods, and packs of provisions. These require 3 for every 4. And this one requires 6 for every 4. Okay, you're gonna stop. We are moving you over here. Oh, and she gets a contentment bonus. Oh my goodness. That is wonderful. Alright, with 2 bricks. We got no bricks. This does not make bricks. Do we have a kiln? No, this is the kiln, right? Distillery. There's the kiln. We need more bricks. 0 coal. Cool. You know what? Let's up the importance of bricks. How we doing? 22 seconds on this. 10 minutes worth of time left on the other thing, so... We need pottery. also going to chop into that glade. Yeah, I was gonna say we finished an event. We finished 4. Alright, so 10 planks, 6 tools, and 3 new people. Housing. 4 planks. It's not too bad. Planks we can only get from here anyway. 4 planks is like 16 regular wood. Eh. Okay, so 10 to 3 or 16 to 6 is 8 to 3. So actually big shelters are a better deal. They also take up technically less space because they only take up 6 spaces, whereas the other regular ones take up 4 spaces. Let's break that and then put another one in between. If we were to break these, do we get all the materials back? Yes, we do. That's pretty awesome. Only 5 charges left on this, and then we're gonna need a new fuel source. We have a kiln. We're good. We're gonna need faster woodcutters. Okay. Weaver improves fabric, and we get boots and training gear, which benefit the lizard folk. We could get a clothier, which gives us high quality coats, medium high pack of building materials and water skins, or stamping mill, which can get us better bricks, flour, and copper bars. I mean, either way, right? We end up getting 1 thing that's improved and 2 things that are gained at all. At the moment, coats would be pretty nice. Water skins would be really nice. We need something to, we need the water skins, because they need to contain liquid. Right? Yeah. Around this way. 5 and 2. We got enough for both of those, so we're good there. Distillery, we don't really have anything to put it in, so at the moment we'll keep the water skins open, but won't really do anything just yet. We'll just keep it as regular wood and include insects as a possibility for incense, but include eggs as a possibility for pickled goods, and we still don't have grain or roots for that. The grain situation, no, never mind, that's roots. We're gonna have roots. Once these are built, then we can knock these down and build up more of these. Because again, they're more efficient. So So they only take up 6 spaces, and they only use 8 raw wood. It just has to be processed first. Right, still don't have a lumber mill, workshop, or carpenter or supplier to increase the planks. So we're at 16, that's not too bad. These are going to eat up some. I also don't have the there is a perk that I get almost every single time that I play, which is every time you open a small node, any dangerous nodes have their scouts get a 50% work bonus for the next 3 minutes. So, we'll be like poising ourselves to get into a small node every time we get a large node knocked into. Okay, so herbs, we only have 5. We have 8 packs of provisions on standby. We don't have any of this stuff, so meh. We're not getting anything this time around. $22 biscuits. We don't have a source for biscuits. That was just a prize. Right. Oh, shit. We're up to 15 people. We still don't have a way to get trade goods, so let's go for this again. And then also, we need reach level 1 standing with a settlement on the trade route. Or deliver 8 amber and 5 trade goods, which we can't currently get. Traders arrive quicker, we get 2 people and 5 parts. Or here we get amber. It's easy enough. Flour's gonna get wet. Alright, we got 4 builders currently, so those things are gonna go up pretty quickly. Nice. This is 12, that's 15, so actually we can afford to knock down another one as well, but we'll resist. Second thought. Alright, let's go in here, and then we'll pop the other one in here. Once that's ready, we'll get rid of that one too. We only got 1 at the moment. It's fine. It's fine. It's all fine. Nobody gets bonuses for this, so that's weird. Woodcutters, nobody's here, right, because we took everybody out. 52. We'll take one of the humans, have her work on that. Still got nothing to put it in. No gathering near stonecutters. Cool. So we're gonna dump her out. That stonecutter can go back to the clay. Do we have clay? No. So we'll actually take her back. New people. This is going to be enough. Pottery, meat, and grain. Not going to last, but it's worth it. Or 20 vegetables. I think currently we're pretty good on... it's only 8. Alright, we'll accept that. Grain needs to be processed before it can be eaten. Filling dish. Porridge production increases by +1 for every 150 units of drizzle water produced. Receives 3 packs of provisions for every new villager. That is really interesting and usually necessary. Trade logs. Detailed notes on different traders and their wares. Gain 1 additional active trade route slot, and traders will arrive 25% quicker. This means that an extra person will be added into the rotation, and they arrive faster. 3 packs of provisions for every new villager, I think, is a great conversion, because we just get free stuff, and then we throw it, like, immediately goes back out to be sold. Right, so I hate doing multiple tools, but I think if we do this, we won't be chasing, like, some other thing. Anyway, this will get us the order for here, right? Higher multiplier. And this will get us also I didn't need to shift the thing. Whatever, it's fine. And this will also get us Smoldering City reputation. We'll get 6 amber, so it'll put us at 6 out of 10. We'll be here. So we need like 1 more. I should have looked at that first. Honestly, I'd be willing to put up 4 tools for it. It's a terrible idea, but it can work. Also, there's another trader in 3 minutes, so maybe he'll have tools. We are currently housing 19 people, and we need the housing need to be fulfilled for 20 seconds, so that's all we're waiting on, is just let it be fulfilled. Ten more seconds. Got it. Alright, 2 extra people, 4 more parts, and 30 fish. And I blew right through ads, so sorry about that. If you need any more explanations, let me know. So this gets 6, 12, 18, 21 total currently. Looking good. Queen would like to give us a bakery, which adds in biscuits, pie, and pottery. We need pottery. Provisioner, which gets us flour and barrels, or a rain mill, which gets us flour, scrolls, and paste. We don't have any harpies on at the moment. And scrolls, but biscuits, pie, and adding in pottery is going to be kind of necessary at the moment. So let's do bakery. Let's knock down that set of trees there, and then we'll put the bakery in here. Okay, we don't need any more clearance water, so that's gonna be done. There was something that was using water. It was down here, right? This stuff? Nope. Nope. Oh, it was that one. Never mind. Got enough. Here, could add another. These packs of provisions, 21's fine. Do that. Trade goods, 12. Okay. Oh, hey. Wine. Okay. Good enough for 2 batches, I think. So we'll let that at 21 and that at 21 as well. It'll all work. Right, trade stuff. We got 3 more coming in 2 minutes. I'm pretty glad they don't do like surprise danger nodes in the random, you know, regular glades, or oh no, these 2 are actually joined and it's dangerous, or something like that. I imagine they would have to tell you ahead of time if they did something like that. Sounds crazy. Okay, the lizards, also because they're no, that stuff. Resolve. Because their resolve is so high, we're getting 0.04 reputation per minute, which doesn't seem like a lot, but it does grow pretty quickly, and that's like 0.04 per unit above their required resolve, which is 15. Or above 14, I guess. We could use that. So at the moment, let's just go with, again, 21 fabrics. Yep. Cloth here can make these for 7. This is building materials. Limit here, I would say, is probably 4. Like, I don't want that many on hand. Water skins, on the other hand, we're going to want either oil or salt, and these can be made out of either thing. That's fine. And we'll go with a 21 again from here. These are 1-star water skins. Where do you... We don't get them anywhere else. Okay. This is the cloth here. I don't want to get it at a makeshift. I don't want packs of provisions anymore either, because the cellar is way better. So packs of crops is the only thing that we could possibly get this from, and right now I don't even want... Yeah, 4 is good enough. It'll make possibly 2 groups of them, and then just be like, eh, we're done. Add more to clay. Don't need that here. This is the only place to get either of those things. So, again, 1 stack, and it's done. Either of those, which we can make, not that we necessarily do. Incense with either of those things? Sure, why not? Just use wood for now. Okay. Again, the only things that we can make here. Those two. Two builders. And currently we're making the bakery we wanted here. Yep. Or here. Hang on, how much? Moving this can be free. I like that. The makeshift can be put like out of the way. I was saving that for the bakery, wasn't I? Go that way. Okay, so biscuits, this is the only place. Pie, this is the only place. Pottery, this is the only place. Yeah, and these could be 11 also. Alright, herbs and eggs. Herbs, insects, fish. Okay. Dedicated. Oops. Move up. Turn around instead. Go there. Clearance, we're full. So that was slightly dumb, but it's alright. 13 charges. Alright. Right, new things have come in. We need human resolve to 24. We're almost there already. And deliver 20 grain to get +2 to all coat production, +2 additional humans for every group of newcomers, and we also get pies. That's slightly mean, I think, because the pie actually, like, the pie would increase the humans' resolve in the first place. Cut through the forest to discover 3 glades. I think that's 3 new ones, but amber, box of tools, and basket of insects is gonna be good. Yeah, it's new ones. Complete 4 trade routes worth at least 10 amber each. Yikes. And keep beaver resolve above 22 for 60 seconds. I like that one better, even though it's gonna be harder. They're very demanding, but we also have pickled goods here coming soon, so. Keep lizard resolve above 16, we're at 15 now, and deliver 5 packs of provisions for +1 to all meat, 3 lizards, and 5 parts. Or, complete at least 1 event by making decision loyalty. Seized inheritance. Gain 20 random goods every time a villager leaves or dies. 5 parts and 3 villagers. We'll go with this one, because it should be easy. Got somebody. Food. We have a few skewers left, but if we... What's the other thing lizards like? Lizards like jerky. If we make some jerky, that should get the resolve above 16. So pop that up to level 3 just for a little bit.
Hello.
Could also buy it, but let's be honest, I don't want to. Packs of provisions. We have 24 of them. They're half a unit each. Or... right, we could put them in the trade goods. Oh, does he have... He doesn't have parts. Okay, so don't sell the parts. I still have no amber. It's ridiculous. Let's see. 13 copper ore. I mean, ancient tablets and packs of provisions. I can purchase pretty much anything I want. I just don't want to really have to produce amber, or have to buy amber and then sell it right back to them. Woodcutters move 20% faster is almost always good. Biscuits, level 3, can now be produced in the kiln and rain mill. What biscuits can we produce? Bakery level 2. It's good. I don't think we really need to push it.
Hello.
So woodcutters moving faster is probably the best thing here. +2 to ale production is pretty great. Gain an additional ale every yield from gathering, farming, fishing, or production. Let's fish for ale. Yes, I'm here for that. If we bring the ancient tablet back, we get bonus food stores at the end of the day, at the end of the settlement, which is really useful. That being said, right? No wine. No packs of building materials. And no reeds. Man, that one isn't even gone yet.
Buema.
So if I want 15, I need 1875. Ouch. Out of the 80 something. I don't really want to do it, but it's gonna get the woodcutters to move faster. Yeah. Two, 1, go. Delivered. Oh, right. Yeah, I haven't reached the settlement level. Planks production is all up by 1. We get 20 oil and 3 parts. Good times. This also means that I think we just want to sell one of these so that we can get our rating above 1 and finish the other quest as well. We got 13. We can sell 1. That's fine. 2 minutes, 23 seconds. Okay, from the Queen, we get either the Guild House, the Beaver House, or the Clan Hall. Clan Hall allows us to do brawling. Beaver House, we can't actually build training stuff, I don't think. Guild House allows us to get luxury and education, provided that we have wine and scrolls available. And the Beaver House does... right, it's only 2 inhabitants, but it's species-specific housing, which could get us above 22 resolve, potentially. Alright. Nope, not that one. That one. Beaver House. Okay, Beaver House costs us 8 planks. Okay. So 3 is going to be 24 planks. We don't have any right now, but that's fine. Flaxfield, Slick Shell, Brood Mother, small. Yeah, so these snails here are worth meat, and we have trappers' camps. So we can go in, build a trappers' camp here. Nope, not there. Here. Ooh. That will allow us to... Huh. Okay. Alright, 3 builders. That'll allow us to quickly have access to those. We do have 1 of these guys who is currently available. This is clearance. We're full of clearance water. Don't need it right now. Broodmother give... Yeah. So they give leather as a possible secondary resource. This guy's still collecting this stuff. Like, dude, it's been years. Alright, both of these people are working on that stuff. 64 out of 70 charges. And full on the other one. We're still really just doing planks, and it's kind of interesting that the fabric isn't made. I guess the cloth here just uses fabric, they don't make it. Fine. Where are all these guys working? Alright. Anybody not happy with their job? Not really. Okay. That path cleared. Alright, that guy's working in there. build a harvester. I think we can go... I mean, like, either way. This one's got a lot of them. So that's probably better. Goes there. Herbalist camp. Still got 10 charges on that one. Woodcutters. Yeah, I know. Move here. Cut in. Oh, wait a minute. Global result. Oh. That's fine. Okay, so he's gonna get us jerky. Consumables. Yes. I think. Yeah, okay. We got jerky, but now the lizard folk are going to be able to eat some of the jerky, and that should increase their resolve again. Yes, 15 to 16. Bingo. Nobody really cares, but we'll increase that one. So now we get 3 instead of 2. That's good. Okay, now we need somebody back on this one in order to gather storm water. Actually, yeah, we did. Okay, well, there's that one anyway. Even if we did get this for 60 seconds, which I don't think we did. Or no, this one. The lizards. I don't think it was 60 seconds. I think it was short. But even if we did, it's no longer there, so it resets. So we have to wait until Drizzle comes around again. Okay, so we got this one for doing larger trade route. No, getting standing level 1. Again, reduces the Queen's Wrath. We can either get the cookhouse, which adds porridge and skewers. It's okay. Druid's hut, which adds tea and oil. Or the brewery, which adds porridge and increases ale and crops. Packs of crops. Where do we produce oil from? What gets us oil? Wait, hang on. Do we have any? Yes, we do. Press Druid's Hut Butcher. We don't have any. Fairly efficient fuel. We've only got 15. Coats is the clothier, so we don't need that. And the skewers? Was it the other one? No. Tea, right. We shouldn't have any tea. But tea can be produced from herbs. Alright, and 2 new trade routes. Salt and barrels. Not helpful, particularly. These are going to be 6 stone for 1. 6 stone and a pack of provisions is worth to me 1.3 amber, and we're going to sell it for 1. And 8 brick worth 2, and 3 provisions worth 1.5. Okay, so that's going to be like 3.66. Selling for 7. How many of these do we have? We got 16? As much as it sucks. I think we can sell all of them, get 14 amber. Increase our dew port. That's going to push us over the top for a level 1. We got 4 left. Aha! Sothor the Ancient is coming. Oh. Uh-oh. No packs of provisions, so we're gonna either open up we'll do 13. I don't think we... Yeah, okay, 17. And we should probably open this up, but... We'll include fish because we have a pond here. Wait. Can't get fish there, can we? Yeah, oh, you can. 30% chance of getting 2 fish, but you always get 2... Oh, I can't do the thing anyway. I don't have the blueprint. Never mind. Curses. Okay, we're gonna cut in here and here. Already got this one open, pretty much. Grab that in a minute. We're not there yet. And cut into here with this dangerous glade. And there to that dangerous glade when we actually get in there. And down here to this one. Eventually, cut into there and there. Brewery might be the best option. On the other hand, this gives us oil, which then gets us water skins. Since we don't have better route to pottery at the moment, it just might be a better option. Kinda hate it. It's alright. Yeah, this is still the only place we can make it. Kinda sucks. Alright, bump it up. Storm clears in 1 minute. Ooh. What is that? Small fish? Fishing hut. Ooh. We're definitely going to be rebuilding that one. I was just saying. Yeah. 10 wood and 2 parts, and we can get, you know, nearly unlimited resources from that. Need a volunteer. Thank you. Go investigate. Deactivate, come back later. Almost over. Okay, so we've reached our limit on jerky. Right? So the next thing that they should try to create is then brick. But we've got plenty of jerky. We're at the limit. We're over the limit. Oh, yeah, there we go. Okay. Jeez. Okay, move woodcutters to here. Nothing at stonecutters either. Goodness. Pause. Alright, that's here. We are going to get him to get the other two humans over there. Go work on that. Stonecutter. Down here. We've got nothing else. Looks like nothing else. Oof. Move. Put it in the middle of literal nowhere. So that'll alert me later to be like, hey, need people for that. Okay, drizzle, we're pretty much full up on this. So, dump him out. He can go build stuff. Right, we are now at lizard 19 for... Yep, we need literally one more pack of provisions because I sold too many. Glades complete. We're down to one insect. Hey, guess what? 30. I might actually get the accolade this time around for not having dropped, or not having raised the Queen's Ire to level 4. We might have just done that. We're about halfway to the end of the game. Give or take. Market shift plan. Every neighboring town offers 2 more trade routes, but no trader will arrive in your settlement until you complete at least 3 trade routes. Traders currently staying will immediately leave. Protected trade. Forest recedes. Hostility reduced by 15 points every time you sell goods worth at least 30 amber, but complex food needs grant 1 less resolve point. Cooking steam. Now, here's where this one actually comes in. Food production speed increased by 15% for every 50 units of drizzle stored. Expected 0. Wait a sec. Because we're not at 50. But we're pretty much there. So actually that does seem like it'll work in about 2 minutes. What is this? Petrified tree. Dangerous event. In 13 minutes, if not done. Sickness of the petrified tree spreads throughout the settlement. Destroys all stored wood. So that's 29 here. And 0 for planks, but, you know, eventually. Ooh, some mushrooms over there. That's good. Herbalist. We can either cut it down, in which case all homes can house one fewer resident only while the glade event is being worked on. And tree felling is 50% slower. That's ridiculous. Or heal the tree as an empathy. We can use incense. Gain reputation and amber pouch. I think we're going that route. And we don't get any negative effects while it's going either. So that's actually pretty helpful. Root node, small. Bleeding tooth mushroom, large. 3. Copperfin trout pond, small. So that could work with the... both of them work with a fishing hut, actually. And fertile soil, 15. That's pretty nice. Four builders. Okay. Still just those two, huh? Alright. We still need one more pack of provisions. Yep, there we go. Insects and fish. That could be used in pie, though. Insects can be used for incense, but it's alright. We'll figure it out. Yeah. Okay, we have fixed the fishing hut. And these are small? Yeah. I think we're gonna have to go for the big one here. So, move to here. And then we would like... Could be anybody. We're not going to use crop provisions for this. We're going to say... none. Can double fishing yields. It's nice and all, but we don't have any packs of crops. And it costs us extra food, which can take away food from everything else we want to build. Alright, we can go with fish, oil, and grain. In order to make oil, go with 16 tea. Not drizzle water. Literally anything else. Clearance. Or storm. Roots and resin will work nicely. Herbs don't have to be used. Hey Les, too much optimization. Brain hurts. Yeah. I hope it was fun though. Somewhat. Alright, 2 people here, both taking herbs out. Wait, what? Oh, because it's 30% likely that you get bonus stuff. Yes, okay. We're good. minutes left on that one. We'll add the other guy to this as well. We can break open to get trade goods. That's pretty good. Do we get anything for loyalty? I don't think we do. Nope. Ends the game faster, but, you know. We'll do this real quick. We'll get our workers back. All three of those guys are there. Any good games on a Samsung tablet? Not particularly, but if you like what my kids have termed, because I said it, stupid tappy games, there is a math-based idle tapper, which eventually actually doesn't. It actually sort of discourages you from doing the tappy bit, because you know you idle farm everything, called exponential idle. So I'm a member of that community. Let's see, 5 or 4 and a lot of mushrooms. I think we're gonna go this route. Take more people again. Yeah, I don't have anything to make that. Clothier can make coats pretty quickly. Crystallized dew, we have 15. And I'm... No, I can't do this, right? Oh no, because I have 19 packs per fish. Awesome. Jeez. We'll sell all that I can here, so... Why does that only... Oh, right. You can only go up to 5 anyway, no matter what. It's going to take us 6 minutes and 42 seconds to pack all that. But nonetheless, we're doing it. That was probably not even worth it, but making a large trade route, helping things out here. What was it? I think it was... We do 10? Yeah. 10 of those is worth 5.9. And then 5 packs of provisions are worth 250. Seven, 840. Slim profit and all that, but yeah, works out. Or you can annoy the queen and call this person immediately. Ooh, ay. Deliver 3 new lizards, 5 new parts, and +1 to meat production every time we get meat. So those snails that we're harvesting are going to produce bonus meat as well. We'll add another lizard folk in there, another lizard folk in here, and as soon as this guy's done with that, we'll recall him. What do you mean you're on break? You just got here. Okay. Stamping mill, butcher, smokehouse. Smokehouse basically does nothing for us except increase the jerky rating to 3, so it reduces our cost from 6, in this case 6 insect and 5 wood, to probably 3 insect and 3 wood or something like that. Butchers increase jerky to 2, add skewers entirely, and oils no better. Stamping mill increases bricks to level 2. We get flour and we get copper bars, so we're going to do a stamping mill. You know what, let's go here. build it closer to the resources. So these are 3 for 2, which is better than the kiln, which is 4 to 2. Right, marginally. We only have 30 clay left, so... Flour, this is the only place we're getting it. And what do we... How much flour do we have? We have 30, so like... I don't know, 21. Copper bars, we have 15. 13 sounds easy enough. Alright, so copper, could use fish scales, but... And we can use oil or sea marrow. We'll use sea marrow, I guess, to do copper bars as well. Bricks. I have like 15 in reserve. We have none, yeah. I don't think there's anything to actually collect for stone. Nope. Alright, so add those guys to the fishing hut. And go, go, go. Alright, seriously, who makes skins? Clothier. That's that one. Right, we need a source of leather and or scales. We're gonna get scales pretty soon here. Oil. We added salt. We don't want to add meat because we can just literally cook stuff. Packs of building materials. Alright, dyes and resins. And... yeah, might as well. How are coats doing? Do we have any? Yeah, 13. Alright. It's not too bad. And then fabrics. I don't actually have any at the moment. Yeah. Tools, yeah. More beaver housing. Oh, we're already at max. So, let her free. Hey, bakery's open. These guys like working there. Herbs, eggs, roots. We don't need herbs. Don't need herbs. So, insects and fish in your meat pies. 100%. And pottery. Need clay and something to fire it. That might be our top priority, actually, at the moment. Because as much as biscuits and pies, which are not here because we've never made any, biscuits and pies are good to have, but gonna let that sit out at the moment. Woodcutters move up. How are we doing? 40 seconds. We're healing it. Woo. And supplies are being collected. Eggs and pie. Nice. The distillery is going to have pottery like momentarily, so we'll just let that sit for a bit. Damn. Clearance. We don't have people, so it doesn't matter. 3 builders, what are they doing? Where are we? Where did we just break through? It sounded like we just broke through into a glade. But apparently not. It's slightly worrying. I don't actually know what that was. Yay. Okay, can we figure out literally what just happened? Trade route? No. Druid's Hut. Right? We can only do one of these. That only goes for 2. 1.4, 1.9. I think I'd rather keep the oil. Stone, don't have enough parts. Got 14. So it'd be 2.89 for the cost. 15? Sure, why not? Alright, ad break. I'll be right back. 2 minutes. Alright, welcome back everybody. Tonight we're hashtag not sponsored by Wild Beer Co. Pogo Passion Fruit Ale. It's kind of an interesting, I mean, it looks sort of like ambery yellow, or ambery orangish when it's out of the light. When it's in direct light, it looks very yellow. It's only slightly orange. That's a very clean finish. It, like, disappeared off my tongue. Right, so I'm actually getting zero benefit off of this cooking steam, which is too bad. There is the possibility that we could, like, have a second engine or a second collector, but it's just not super worth it, especially at this point. Yeah. How many left? We got 13. We got 10 wine and 0 pickled goods. And we're going to be getting some pottery very soon. Could be getting water skins? No, not really. Eh. We'll up the importance of water skins. But we can't do anything without more either leather or what's the other one? Scales. So that's too bad. Welcome back from ads, everybody who was at ad break. Thanks for sticking around. We do have a Ko-Fi link somewhere in the chat if you would like to co-finance our work on stream in order to hire some people, maybe get an actual software package working again so that I can make videos for YouTube. At the moment, I don't actually have any editing software. DaVinci Resolve is not cooperating very nicely, which is really too bad. We cannot build an herbalist camp. All right, cool. There's a lot of stuff that's just not quite right. It's kind of pissing me off. Okay, we have one more thing. We need to, like, increase the beaverkin everything. So we need to give them engineering jobs where possible. We need to make some pickled goods. We need to, like, do everything we can to make them specifically happy. We got 9 lizard folk. Ah, there's one. Crude workstation. Currently working on cloth. I'd like him to move soonish. Got 8 charges left there. Yep, there we go. Okay, she's off to get the... to make 10 ale. Yep, cool. We're already above limit. Yeah. Any other recipe? Yeah. Oi. Right. Beaver folk are up to 18. We need 2 rain collectors. Well, there you go. And deliver 25 drizzle water. We've already got that, so we can just send it. Discover 2 dangerous or forbidden within 240 seconds of each other. So 6 minutes? No, 4 minutes. Whew. So you have to get into both of those within 4 minutes. And then you get a bunch of pipe. Yay. Yeah, we're doing that one. It's literally what I was just talking about, right? This could actually be worth a lot to me. So get 30 stone road. Question. How many stone do we have? We've got 6. So we'd have to probably buy a bunch of stone, since we don't have any available to us. That's okay, I guess. Okay. Yeah, we'll go that way. Alright, and we are reaching kind of end game here, so we can kind of move somewhat quickly into finding some cool stuff, getting some processes like stamping mill. We don't have a stamping mill.
Raiding party!
It's a raiding party. It's Dawn Does Math. Hey Bob, how's it going? Good evening and welcome everybody. My name is Obi-Wan Pez. This is Simplex Pachinko. And we are playing Against the Storm. So tonight, we are attempting to do some cool stuff. As every night, right? We are attempting to do some cool stuff in this game. It is kind of my flow state game, I have found, and I will play this until ungodly hours in the night, so hopefully we'll be a little more reasonable tonight. We'll see. Knock that back down one. Alright, bricks here can be back down to 0 because I don't really want them. And then unpause. Hey Bob. Yeah, so Against the Storm is basically a combination civilization and like Age of Empires type building type game. You cut into the glades in these forested areas. The trees themselves can give you a bunch of resources, including wood. Like for this one, we end up getting 1 wood for every charge that we use up on these individual trees. The small trees only have 2 charges each. Every charge you use up, you gain 1 wood, and then plus 100% chance to get another wood. And I think that's from one of my bonuses at the bottom left. And then we also have a 15% chance to get resin, 10% chance to get plant fiber, and 5% chance to find eggs. And sometimes there are like larger trees that have more... Nah, not those. Sometimes there are larger trees that have more charges in them. Alright. Every year we have a cycle of 3 rains which happen. So we have the drizzle, which comes before the storm. We have the storm, and then we have clearance. And as long as you make it through all 3 of those stages, you complete 1 year. And then based on how fast you complete your objectives, you gain reputation here at the bottom. And you also gain impatience from the Queen. You are the viceroy of this particular settlement, and your caravan is trying to hop from a hex space to a hex space to a hex space on a hex map in order to build out your caravan, like your build out trade routes and stuff like that. And ultimately, the goal is to stop the really, it's to stop the storms altogether. So there's something weird going on, and it's a rogue-like in that you take your settlement and you build out a whole bunch of resources, and at the end you gain food stores for your next settlements, for your next caravans that you're putting out. Then when your cycle is up, so like I have a 40-year cycle, I think. Right now I'm finishing up year 4 in this settlement. So that means that if I average it, right, I'm probably going to complete this in year 5 or 6, depending on what happens down here. That means that probably I'm going to have somewhere on the order of, right, 8, maybe only 6 settlements. And on the hex map, we then create trade routes between these settlements. So right now I'm just building 1 settlement. I have to do like 6 of these to complete 1 full cycle. Your trade stores that you get for completing each of your settlements go back to the city, and then you can buy permanent upgrades from the city. And in order to stop the storms, you have to seal the seals. And we have completed, as of last stream, the bronze seal, and then I'm guessing there's probably a, what was it? It was a silver and a lead, I think, are the other 2. So we have to complete those 3 seals in order to get a shot at, like, completing the game. I don't really know what that necessarily involves. I haven't seen that far ahead. Yeah, Don, this is like a ridiculous game for me. I have played this literally until 4 in the morning and not realized that it was 4 in the morning. So we can't do that. So that's why I was saying in my title there that this is my flow state game. I will do a 5-hour stream easily, and the only problem with that is tonight I started at almost 11. Okay, so here, trade goods are pretty much exclusively used for trading with the traders here, naturally. We could really use a bunch of wine, dye, tea, training gear in order to boost the resolve. When you boost the resolve, you can also use a lot of barrels. That could be good. 0.33, 0.29. I mean, I don't have water skins, but we do have stuff for making water skins. We can get as much leather as we can possibly get here. That's only 10, that's not too bad. Secret techniques of the Firekeeper. Fuel consumption decreased by 25%. Useful, although not super useful right now. We have a ton of fuel. +3 to dye production. Nice, but I don't make dyes, right? So in here you see that list of buildings. Those are the places where you can make that particular thing. I do not have the blueprints to make any of those, so they are currently in white. If you notice over here, I have a stonecutter's camp, or I can make a stonecutter's camp, so that is in blue. I think I made a stamping mill. Yeah. Okay, and that one's in orange. I don't know why, but I have a flawless cellar. Thank you, Bob, for the 1 bit. Woo! Awesome. Right, and then we can always just, yeah, whatever. We'll just take 30 planks because we need the planks. Right. Tea is really only ever used for harpies, which we don't have any harpies in this run. Although, right, do we need anything else? We need stone. Trading post. Right. Max. Stone. He doesn't have stone. Cool. +3 to wine production. That's a pretty good thing to be able to sell, and especially if we just get +3, that means that we could just keep making it. Let's see, dyes I can't make. Fuel consumption reduction. It might actually be worthwhile, even if. Alright, one more time. Let's look. Fuel consumption. Oh yeah, we got plenty. I'm good. Never mind. So, we'll take all of the planks because we need them. We'll take all of the leather because we need them. We'll take some training. Take some barrels. Pottery. Take a bunch because it's cheaper. Resin we can just get in the forest. Right, none of that matters. Coats we can... We're already making a bunch. Scrolls will take a few. Doesn't really matter. I think we're good. Like wine we're already getting. Clay we can just grab a bunch. And we can trade all of our trade goods. Meh. Auto. Alright, and then we say I want 1 fewer here, which puts us 0.07 under, so we can't cheat him out of this. And then we'll give him 1 copper ore to put us over the top. Trade. Alright, trade route. I don't want to do that. Oh no, we only have 2 active routes. We can't do anything else yet. We're good. Orders. We need to build that rain collector. We need to make the paved road. Unfortunately, we don't have any stone at the moment, so paved road is a little bit tricky. We also want to cut down these trees here. Those trees there when you get a chance. Those trees there when you get a chance. We will stop cutting those trees and those trees, so we just open the glade. And never you mind how much of it we need to open. Right, fishing, they're doing alright. Storm. No gathering nodes near trappers. Stop. Deactivate, reactivate. Those guys go do something else. And then I don't think we have any other nodes here. I think we're done. Yep. That used up a lot of water. get a lot of water. Ah, engineering. Okay, stamping mill is worth 2-star, kiln is only worth 1. So their bricks are still good, just not quite as good. We'll bump this down to 9. So if we ever drop below 9 bricks, this will kick in. Not stone. We need to make a paved path. Okay, whatever. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, give or take. Ooh. Lizards are not particularly happy with this whole storm thing. And also, the forest is fairly hostile. So the more you hurt it, the more you get into the glades and things like that, the more hostile the forest becomes. And like this thing, Aura of Fear. During the storm, that's this thing, all species resolve whenever it drops, is going to drop 100% faster. So the speed at which it moves is going to be twice as fast. Druid's Hut makes oil. Limit 16. Yeah. Tea. It's a good trade good. And Clothier is better made at the other thing, but if we have fewer than 9, again, we can double up, start using more. Eh. There we go. Okay. So this is a trapper's camp. We already have one, and we don't really need a second. Maybe. We're gonna get... Okay, we're gonna get stone. So, yeah, we're gonna do this. 0 wood. Great. Alright, do we want to use clay? Let's use reed. It's not really earnable either, but it's better than nothing. This is path with a fence, apparently. What is on that side? It's just fence. Okay, that's cool. Trappers can move in here. And we're done with that one. Cool. +2 to all copper bar production, plus 35, or earn 35 pottery, and gain 3 wildfire essence. We also get another blueprint. Human house, tavern, or clan hall. Probably the human house. We still have 2 people who are currently unhoused, so we can put in that'll be worth 6 humans right there, but that's fine. We'll just get those eventually. Okay, priority -1, so We'll worry about the other stuff that needs to be built first. Yeah, we don't have any actual wood. I think we're gonna have to up stakes and probably do this one instead. Just so that we can get the stuff that's like close to town and shove all the wood into the town. Yeah, hell with it. Let's do that. Alright, get that one first. Also, all woodcutters have a 20% move speed bonus. That is something I can often get behind. Who's making stuff with water? Jeez. It's not that. Right, there's none of that. Who in the hell? Somebody's using a ton of water. Bakery? Nope. No. Kiln? What are they doing? Making an awful lot of jerky. This guy. You know what? Let's get these guys out. They can put their stuff down. And then go work on other stuff. I don't think we need everybody working so hard on all of that. That one? Yeah. Okay, so he's making copper bars. Because we're under? We're not under the limit. I don't know what the hell he's doing. Ah, T. No. Eh. Is it... Oh, Druid? No, it's not even working. The Druid's not working right now. What the hell? Like, I put it on clearance water, but we don't have it. Why? What is going on? Oh, the Hermit. Cool. You do not have any stone. That is most unfortunate. 17 gathering tools, gain 6 packs of provisions every time you discover a new glade. That is still even good for me right now. Insect traps, gain 1 insect every 2 mushrooms produced. Gain 2 porridge production. Gathering tools. 25, 21, 27, 5 left. We'll go with like 15 of those. 0 vegetables. My goodness, we're going to need some vegetables. 10 of those. No harpies. Pickled goods. 10. Okay. We got 10 of those. Oof, that's not going to be good enough. 6. That's going to do it. Alright, what do we use to push this over? Bricks. Nice. Right, so other people are going to be pretty happy. So, Ronar Brightclaw. Do not be afraid, stranger. The force is only hostile to those looking to exploit it. We will get 6 packs of provisions every time we discover a new glade. So now, what I should do is... There we go. So Wandering Merchant Hermit, Root Node, Bleeding Tooth Mushroom Node. Okay, so what I should do is now abandon this and go for this one down here. Like, immediately. So they can cut into this one. Stonecutters still have nothing to exploit, so... Yay. Could also put in a small warehouse over here. Put that in as priority 1. That'll be a gathering point for stuff in this area. And also, yeah, it'll be a gathering point for stuff in this area. And then people won't have to walk all the way back to here to get resources. They can just walk back and forth to here in order to get stuff, or here in order to drop things off. It'll be much faster. And this one, right, it's probably going to be a toss-up in terms of the roads. Most likely, until the stone is done, this one's actually going to be faster, coming around that way. Or unless we cut a hole right through the middle, which I'm not looking to do right now. Doesn't seem feasible, really. Okay. We got 14 seconds until that's over. What is draining? I swear it's being drained. As if someone were actually using it. But I don't think anybody is. It's really weird. Put both of these guys on this. This will help with that stuff. Surprise child. Gain 1 lizard for every 25 eggs produced. Gain +1 lizard resolve for every 70 training gear produced. Don't have it. Increases speed of copper bars, crystallized dew, and all recipes that use metal ingots by 33%. Yeah, I think we'll take that one. Metallurgic proficiency. So that means that now the copper bars here ought to be much faster. That's pretty cool. Alright, get rid of that, because we're going to need that wood. Recipes. 31 seconds. Is there like a... Okay. Didn't know if there was going to be a little thing somewhere that said, like, here's how this is affected. Alright, cut through like that. Go. I don't think anybody has any, like, bonuses toward stone as a secondary resource. That's really slightly upsetting. Hey, Don. Hey, Course Slays. How's it going, I guess? Yes, so, Dawn did a raid. Yep, I can probably see it over on my phone, too. Yep, so, Slays, I am also a, Dawn Does Math fan. I gotta ask, Dawn, is it because you went with, a Celebrity Jeopardy reference? New people. Reed or 10 wood? Yeah, we gotta go with the 10 stone there, obviously. In order to finish our road that we're trying to make here. Drizzling Nest and Moss Broccoli Patch, so that requires our Forager's Camp, which is currently working on roots. Roots give herbs and resin as well. Yeah. Moss Broccoli just gets us vegetables and maybe some insects, which we have 22 of, so probably pretty good there. Our drizzle water is up to 69. Nice. Also, that means that we are increased our food production speed, I believe. Right here. Food production speed up by 15%. Oh, for every 50 units of drizzle water stored. That can't be right. Like, our food production speed cannot continually increase above 100, can it? That'd be pretty awesome, but somehow I don't think so. What are we doing? We got all this stuff above. Yeah, okay. Don't use veggies. Sorry. Use eggs, use roots. We want to... So the pickled stuff is actually really good for the beavers and lizards. They really love it, and their resolve goes through the roof. We have enough incense, and we have a bunch of ale used by humans and beaver kin, so that's all good. Human houses, currently doing pretty well. We want to take this guy and move him in here. left. There we go. So go along the bottom, join up. Okay, I still don't see any stone stuff, so we're just gonna kick this out of the way for now again. And then we're gonna have this guy kick into here and here. Currently have 8 builders and 1 person who is not housed. Excuse me? Interesting. 32 packs of provisions. Alright. So we pop in a clearance. 101 global reserve of drizzle water. That puts us up to 30%. Drizzle water stored. Now we can switch this over to exclusively drizzle. So that hopefully, actually, it'll drain drizzle water for no particular reason. And then we'll be able to renew it next time again. We're pretty much topped up on... whatever this is. Clearance water. Fishing hut is idle. Oh. So we ran out of charges on our fishing spot. So we've got 2 fishing spots up here. Move basically between them. And then they're all gonna shift up there. What is that? That's a root node. We've got 2 other root nodes that are keeping us busy down here. We're still working on the first one. It's crazy. This guy is now done with breaking down the Trappers Camp and is going to take these items. It's probably better that we put a couple of other people on here as well, just to go pick stuff up. This one has both people, yeah, working on it. This is full. This could use to do some more work. That's it. Is she done? She's done. Goodness. Got mushrooms though. Okay, so we'll put this camp here, and we'll put in a root. That gets down to here, connects in with this other one. Still 5 people, working pretty well. Okay. Idle? Why are we idle? We're at 15 brick. 15 brick. Limit 21 flour. We don't have enough of that, so we add in root. copper. We have 13. Yeah, we got 15 there. And might as well pull flax. One person still unhoused, don't know. Who is it? Lizard. We do not have any lizardkin houses, so we'll put in a big shelter here. And we got plenty of planks still, right? 2. Yep. Quick night maths. What is the sum of k being from 0 to n of x to the k over k factorial plus something that we don't care about? That sounds a lot like a Taylor series. Or Maclaurin, I guess, since it's around 0. Danger. We have a rain spirit totem built by fishmen. If we do not resolve this within 13 minutes, there will be flooding. Though it may be primitive, fishman magic can be very effective. Destroys all roads in the settlement. I've worked hard on my roads. We're not going to do that. Curse of weakness. Villagers move 30% slower. Oof. We can burn it down for tea and pies. Using, sea marrow if we do that. Or we can use some of our luxury goods. Let's say resin. While we're working on it, we get a plus 100 penalty to the forest hostility. So it's going to jump up to level 2 automatically. If, when done, it will decrease hostility by 50. And no longer the 100 will drop off, and it lowers it another 50. We gain a decoration. So I think we're going to perform the ritual. Technically, this is a corruption. But it's all good. Investigate. This one, we get goods, or we can do Citadel. I think we want to go for ancient tablets. And we can use sea marrow to do that. Investigate. This is going to break through here. Cool. Move. I guess there. Put one extra path piece there. And did we build enough? We did not. Not by quite a lot. We're only like halfway. Whoa. Living on a prayer. Let's see. We could do 2 herbs. And copper bars. We could do that. It's probably not worth our money, actually, but you know what? It's worth getting the town's levels higher. So close. Man. Need the beaver resolve to be 22. Oh. We go to a... Yeah, +1 to global resolve for all lizard fire keepers. And then we could do decorations. If we make 4 comfort decorations to go around the fire. Actually, you know what? We picked up a bunch of stuff over here. Can we move it? Yes, we can. That's awesome. What? I guess it can't occupy the same space as the hearth. Fine. Okay, there's already something there, so that's 2. Oh, there's another one. Ah, awesome. Four. We've just upgraded the hearth. Nice. Okay. Oh, message in Morse code. Nice. Don, have you played Outer Wilds yet? Send it to the Citadel. Yes. Just go. So we're not going to use any of the rest of that stuff. It's fine. Okay, what did we do? We cleared something. It might have been that guy at the Trapper's Camp. Oh. Nice. Okay, so 52 more seconds on the Beaver's Resolve. And we get this one. 52? Nice. We only have 2 minutes until Storm comes. Let's go path from here all the way in and over and down. Woohoo! The builder's gonna be pissed with me. Just started walking in the other direction. Right, nobody's particularly fond of that, so whatever. This is clearance. We need those guys back in during storm. One minute 57. Ah, and the DLC. Nice. I've been obsessing over other people playing it. My brother finally played it, and I was like, I need to watch him, but he can't. He doesn't stream that, so he's just been doing other stuff. Wow, we're pretty much already at level 3 here. Ouch. Okay, move here. Go. Back that off, and back that off. Just started it yesterday. Oh, it's so great. Okay, deactivate, get you over here. 20 seconds. Trying to get Danny to play it? Yeah. That'd be like the one to come back on. Okay. So he's gonna make those and then Oh no. Oh, it's still 22. Oh, wow. Okay, so +1 to all root production. We do that in another place. Okay, we're on break. Alright, we got ads. Two minutes. So since we're on ad break, this is a typical thing that I usually do, but let's stick this over here to good form. We'll probably just go like that. Alright, go with the heavy sticks today. So, for anybody who doesn't know me, right? I am not just a math instructor here on Twitch. I have been working in the state of Maryland for the last 15 years, teaching at a community college between DC and Baltimore. And I've been doing martial arts for 17, 18 years, something like that. Mostly through Tompkins Karate Association, which is like a Tang Sudo karate style. And I moved here to the UK with my family. As a part of my spouse's work opportunity that came up. So we were like, absolutely, let's do this. Got here and there were like a couple of martial arts studios that are like, I get the feeling they're kind of pay to play. So you end up paying your tuition or whatever, and they'll be like, yay, you advanced to the next belt. And like, did you really earn it? I don't know. A few places that had reviews that were kind of like that. So I was just kind of like, I'm not really comfortable with that. So I started meeting with a guy who does, essentially there's like 4 students, me and 3 other guys, who are learning eskrima, which is a Filipino martial art. This stick is the weapon of choice for people who are practicing eskrima, because throughout the centuries of Spanish rule in the Philippines, they were not allowed to practice with their actual weapons, which are machetes. So they've been using wood. I have a set of 120 gram, I think, rattan bamboo sticks. And I also have a polycarbonate set, which are 28 inches long. These are all 26s, which are polycarbonate plastic and practically indestructible. These are 500 gram, so like heavy boys, probably about the actual weight of what a machete would be. And these are made out of, I think, ironwood. It's real heavy. And so the basic idea is that these are kind of like your muscle building ones. You're going to use these for just toning and honing your muscles in order to build them up and try to get them to do all the crazy stuff that you want to get done with an actual machete. Whereas the lighter ones, you're looking more for technique. So are you doing it correctly? So with this, we've got several different things that we've been practicing in our Eskrima classes. So first one ends up being like our basic stuff. So typically you're holding you're only holding one, and this is just gone. You're kind of holding your hand, that's a hand, in front of your sternum in order to block anything that might be coming in. And then your second one is kind of concealing where your actual weapon is. And so our strikes are generally out to the head, approximately to the eyes, so that you either strike here at the temple or scratch across the eyes. It's kind of horrifying when you think about it. So anyway, snap out like this, try to aim for the head, switch, and I'm sideways. I shouldn't be sideways. And then we've got like all sorts of other moves. There's like an over the top and then smack. There's a hit over the top, hit again. There's a fan block, which goes out back like this and then snaps around. That one can be particularly nasty when you actually get your hip into it, because it's over here and now it's over here. And the whole stick comes around in a circle and just slices, let's say, through your target. Some of our other forms could be like you're standing here and then you want to strike out and you go kind of twice in either direction. Just down and then back up. Down, back up. Down, back up. And then we've also done moving both sticks at once, which kind of sometimes gets a little hard, but it's alright. So with this, that's downward. I mean up. Arg. Damn. There we go. Okay. So you're supposed to be cutting upward with these, which is also a little bit of a departure for, you know, most things. Most things that we're doing, we're cutting downward. But this motion allows us to basically create this, like, shield in front of us where nobody's going to move into this. So we're kind of coming through, and I need to switch which hands are on top. It gets really exhausting really quickly with these heavy ones. And then there's the chase. So we can come through. Nope, doing something wrong. No, that's right. I think I've just got the wrong one leading or something. I don't know. Yeah, do I usually do? Ah, that's why. I usually start from here, that's why. So you're leading with one arm. and then chasing the other one behind it. This is like a sine and cosine function to bring the math back into it. They're out of phase with each other, but not by much. So not like a whole or half a phase. It's just that they're slightly off from each other. Whoosh, 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 whoosh. So when you bring it all together, there's kind of like you could be doing a chase, and then you snap them around and do the upper slices like this, and then you could bring it back around and do some crazy shit like this. There's all sorts of stuff. You know, I was wondering why my hands were so tired yesterday. Yep, that's it. Go climb some plastic rock. Alright, so I think we're probably actually done with this now. Our resolve, I think, is at the point where we're gonna win. As soon as I click this button. I hope. Yep. We gain 30 points, which gets us a level up. We get the Fox. Fundamental upgrade. Foxkin. There we go. Majestic and mysterious creatures deeply connected to the forest, they have developed a symbiosis with blight rot through their long exposure to rainwater. Foxes are skilled scouts, so they get a forestry bonus or something like that, and feel comfortable working in buildings infested with blight rot. They are highly susceptible to starvation, yet are immune to hostility. New Citadel upgrades. Fox House. Okay, fair. Tea Doctor. Villagers can fulfill their need for treatment, religion, passive effects, vitality. Okay. Beanery. Nice. Porridge, pickled goods, and crystallized dew. Trade Hub. Cornerstone. The settlement is known for being a major trade hub in the region. Gain 1 reputation point every time you sell goods worth 60 amber, but fulfilling orders awards 50% less reputation. Friendly relations. Boosts global resolve by 1 for every 3 levels of standing with other settlements and trade routes. I don't have 3 levels of standing. Alright, 12 food stockpiles, 1 seal fragment. The Patient Queen. Don't let the Queen's impatience grow above 4 in a single game. Nice. Discover 80 glades total through all playthroughs. Or through this game at large. Trade goods worth 1,500 amber total. Homesick 1. Win a game in 5 years or less. Alright, back to the map. Okay, so here's the Citadel, the Smoldering City. It's built into a volcano, or like onto the side of a volcano. We have made the towns of Dewport and Flamestead, and now we would like to start moving. We need 12 fragments to do this. We only have 2, so that's not going to happen. We need to start looking around and seeing what we can do. What's going to make things a little more interesting, right? We can try Scarlet Orchard here. This will have an effect including Bizarre Cold. Rises from below and engulfs the sacred flame. Reduces the radius of the hearth by 3 fields. So that was our the orange area around the hearth, which is where you have to build housing in order to get any effect, in order to make sure that people are happy about living in town. So that's reduced by 3. We can then also build additional hearths, but they're also going to be shrunk down a bit. We could go on this side. The soil is too acidic. There's no fertile soil anywhere in this region. So, okay. We could go to the coral forest here. Royal Woodlands. This is a forbidden land. All glades. That's not necessarily true. Okay, only forbidden glades can be found in this region. So I don't know if that means that only forbidden glades exist, or only forbidden glades and, like, passive glades. The little friendly ones. If we do something in this area, we get bonus artifacts and parts. Machinery. And if we do anything here, this is going to be machinery. And here, this is also machinery. And it seems quite a lot of other random stuff. Right, this is not technically within that region, so I think we want to go this way, because then we can get to these items eventually. So if we go this way, there is no fertile soil, so we can't build farms or plantations. I don't think that's too bad, considering we didn't do any of that in this last game either. Sorry. Had like a hair or something on it. Okay, 2 and 4. Or 7. The meat is not particularly helpful for the beaverkin. However, we could essentially build 2 woodcutters immediately and just start going absolutely to town on this place. Fabric planks. What's this regularly? Alright, let's go with the planks. Look at all this stuff. We do not have. Let's see. We have 10 wood. We do not have stone or clay at all. We've got extra beaverkin, so wood is not an issue. We can get 3 random villagers. Might be nice. Or we can get 30 each of clay and stone. We could take one of those and go with roots and eggs. We already got eggs. Yeah, hold it. Let's just do those. What time we got? It is now 2:12. So I think we're going to wrap up here pretty soon. Horrors from beneath. Strange voices call out from the depths. Villagers working in mines get -10 resolve during the storm. Jesus, man. Bonus, scavenging season. The drizzle in this region is very mild, making it the perfect season for looting. Increases the chance of doubling loot from events solved during drizzle. Doesn't apply to perks and blueprints, obviously. Drizzle anomaly. The rain seems to fall slower. Gain 15 drizzle water per minute during drizzle. Okay, Ah. Damn it. We do not have lizardkin who love the insects as food. I'm pretty sure beaverkin do not use it as food. Alright, foragers, herbalists, or fishing. I've got no evidence that any of that is in play here. So, yay. I think we're going to attempt to go with the foragers. See if that does anything for us. Flour is usually good. Barrels are pretty good. And packs of provisions, reasonable. Alternatively, we go with the bricks, flour, and copper bars at the stamping mill. Three-star fabric. Yeah. Let's do the stamping mill. Okay. Kiln. Provisioner again, which adds barrels and increases packs of provisions. Or the smokehouse, which adds tricky pottery and incense. Or the kiln, adding coal bricks, coal and jerky. Bricks don't bother. I think I want the option to make coal. I've been, shall we say, burned before. Alright, so small trappers camp. Can add here. Woodcutters. Let's not do the dangerous one immediately. Let's go over here instead. Right. Housing? Big shelter. Let's put that just way over there. Stonecutters. Alright, and then we need 3 of these guys working on this pretty much immediately. Go break that open. Alright, this is also a really weird place because the different types of trees give you different alternate resources. So these mussel sprout trees not only give you wood, but they have a 40% chance of giving you meat and a 20% chance of giving you this, like, dew ingot, crystallized dew, which sometimes can be used as like a secondary or tertiary resource. Sometimes can be just like sold off to traders for quite a nice price. No fertile soil anywhere in the region. Right, so no farming. Alright, and then if we go over here, this is plate leaf, which then gives us wood and a 30% chance of just plant fiber. These things back here, Crimson Reach gives us wood and a 40% chance to earning stone and a 20% chance of earning incense. Just, you know, it exists that way. Alright, almost there. Oop. Should have done that earlier. Spices. Herb and root production is increased by 1 for every 75 biscuits produced. Meh. Receive 3 packs of provisions for every new villager. Bingo. Gain 1 ancient tablet for every 2 completed glade events. That one's also very good. Effective is retroactive. Nah, that's fine. We'll take that one. Because, again, they give us quite a bit of a bonus when we do good stuff. Sell goods worth at least 8 amber to trader or trade route, and deliver 4 amber. Alternatively, keep beaver resolve above 16. We're at 13 in a minute. Gives us specifically 2 beavers, 30 roots, and 3 parts, whereas this gives us 6 tools, 2 essence, and 2 random people. So we're going to go that way. Make a path of 35. I like that one. Deliver 10 planks and get 10 fabric, 10 brick, and 5 parts. Meh. Make a trading post and deliver 5 amber. Gets you 20 biscuits, 5 parts, and 6 tools. Versus complete any 1 glade event. Get 30 jerky. Which, no lizardkin yet, but 3 parts and 4 random villagers. I think we want the people. Alright, so we got the rain collector here. We've got trading post. Stick on the outskirts somewhere. Cut that. Alright, so it fills by itself. That's kind of nice. shelter, right. Bright Claw, Wandering Merchant. Copperfin Trampod, small. Book by the renowned Stormwalker, Pervan Runebreak. Lowers hostility by 50 points. Herbalist Camp. Berries, mushrooms, and herbs. Tanning racks. +1 to leather production. Like that one, but we're not buying it. Let's see. We got 40 coal, huh? Hmm. Oh, really? Just 2 coal. Ouch. I don't think we have a 15 in here anywhere. No. That'll be alright. Okay. So, we'll take this and move out here. Trading post. So it seems like our other stuff will fill up like half as fast. It's messed up, man. Terrible. Oh, no, okay. 1.18 is the... okay. So 1.68 sulfur 2. That's not too bad, I guess. Hey, make a path. 35. Sell goods worth at least 8 amber. More stone. Build the shovel. Then over here, make 1 event. Oops. Whoa. Whoa. Oh no. Don't crash. Don't crash. No. That's alright. We need to get to bed anyway, probably. It's only 2:30. That's fine. Alright, fine. We'll see where this ends up opening. Hopefully it isn't awful. There's that. Against the storm, share it. And go. Cool. Where were we? How much did I lose? Oh, that's everything. Oh. Alright, well. Save and quit, I guess. Thank you, everybody, for stopping in. Thanks, Don, for the raid. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out and speaking up and having a good time. I think we're going to go over and see Talos because they are currently working on 9 souls. Who left this cat unattended with a sword? Honestly. So we're going to head on over, see how Talos is doing, and see whether or not I want to play 9 souls. I get the feeling that I'm just terrible at Souls-like games like this. But, you know, never actually tried it, so we'll see how it goes. I hope you all have a good weekend, what's left of it, and we'll see you definitely on Tuesday for mathy type stuff, and on next Friday for gamey type stuff, maybe some other times in the between times, so we'll see how things go. Hope you all have a good rest of your weekend. This is Obi-Wan Pez for N Simplex Pachinko. See y'all later.